Risk is continuing to underperform expectations. Yeah, and the movie only posted the Friday numbers of 8 million. This is before Napoleon's and Hunger Games numbers are in, which will probably be around or more the same amount as this movie, which means Disney is continuing to lose to those two movies. Yesterday, you saw a problem where Disney was losing to both the Hunger Games and Napoleon. It seems that Disney is likely going to lose again to both movies. The previous day, Risk actually did beat both movies, but the day before, Risk was actually losing to Hunger Games, Napoleon, and Trolls. But that was, of course, the preview numbers, which is, earlier, which is not the whole day. So Risk didn't have the same amount of time to make the same amount of money. But Risk is a sort of movie, so they would have more show times for this movie. But it seems that, like with the Marvels, there's empty theaters and no one wants to see the movie. They also have numbers for the Marvels and it's performing not too good. It is performing okayest for a third weekend, but considering the fact that the first weekend and the second weekend was so bad, where the movie dropped so hard, that the movie's not gonna have any comeback like Elemental did. Okay, there was no comeback happening for the Marvels at all. Okay, the movie might pass $200 million globally, but it is nowhere near the amount the movie needs to break even. Then, Risk, another movie that costs us $200 million to make, is doing not as bad as Strange World did. Okay, where it did pretty bad. Because considering the Strange World had awful legs, there's a possibility that Risk doesn't even end up over 100. It'll probably end up over. It will end up similar to Enchanto's numbers. Okay, a difference between Enchanto and Risk is Enchanto released when the pandemic was pretty bad, when everybody had the fear of the new variant, Omicron, whatever it's called. Okay, with Risk, there's no fear. And yet, nobody wants to see this movie. It really shows you that the Walt Disney Corporation is dead. Originally, this movie was supposed to be a non-woke movie, but of course, the ESG people couldn't be happy with it being a normal movie, so they had to change it to make it as woke as possible. Okay, this is no surprise because it's coming from Disney themselves, and this is gonna be the last company to admit their faults with the woke. Okay, this is gonna be the last one. Okay, okay, they're gonna be the last because they're gonna lose as much money as possible to keep the quote unquote activists happy. Okay, yeah, okay. And I think people are getting sick of this stuff. People are getting sick of these movies being created just to please Twitter activists. Okay, you know, people working so hard in these $200 million flops to please activists, and then they wonder why no one wants to see them. Okay, a big example of this is the Marvels and Animated Watch Quantumania, and also the Little Mermaid remake. All $200 million flops. Actually, the Little Mermaid is a $300 million flop. But all three movies lost a lot of money. Okay, not much the Ant-Man and Watch Quantumania, but it always shows you the wokeness is the killer of movies. Okay, it always shows you this. FNAF also, in its, I think its fifth weekend, isn't doing too well, but the movie is already on streaming. It's also coming out very, very soon on DVD and Blu-ray. So, but the Marvels, it's just the most rappable thing in the world. The Marvels is not making any money. And Risk continues to bomb and failure. Like, my expectations were low about this movie. I knew this movie would underperform expectations, but there's a possibility this movie might even hit the 5-day total of 30 to 40 million. No, might no 40. No, it might not even hit. It might not even hit the total of 40 to 45 million. It might even hit. It'll probably hit the 5-day total. I'm sorry if I was saying may not, but it may hit. It will most likely hit the total of 30 to 40 million. Or no, 49 million. It might not. It will probably not even hit 40 million domestically. Okay, because 1/4 of the weekend's already in, and heck, there's a possibility it might even, if it has big drop offs, it only goes 4 million each day, Saturday and Sunday. The movie might not even hit 40 million. That'd be funny, but it probably will not happen. Considering the fact the movie it goes 8 million. But considering that Disney's, in confidency, I won't be too surprised if that does happen. And that's it about this video here. Risk continues to stumble and fall and loses the Hunger Games. This is so funny. Goodbye.